Welcome to Make Fathers Great Again. I'm your host, Justin Austin. Thanks for tuning in. Just a quick question for the day. First of all praise be to Yahweh. Should men get married? Now, I don't knock marriage as an institution under Yahweh, but in a liberal society, Western society, socialistic society that incentivizes women to divorce, is it smart for a man who has to deal with these modern mentalities to actually become one with someone who's incentivized to divide? Yahweh said divorce is violence. This is said in scripture. Divorce is violence. And I tell you from personal experience, it is spiritually, emotionally, mentally violent. Because you have to tear apart what's been molded together. And whenever you tear something apart, there's only violence, because that is the act of violence, tearing apart. And our society promotes individualism over family. So if your society has reached the maximum of what families can bring economically and politically, then they change the dynamic because they wanted to get more. That's why they removed faith. Faith comes with limitations on humans because there's an authority. Family comes with limitations because there's an authority. But an individual has no limitations, especially when the government will incentivize. This is not to knock women or men, because we're both sexes are responsible for the state of where we are today. When men allowed it, women thought they wanted it and fought for it. So, with that being said, is it smart for a man of Yahweh to marry in Western society? Is it smart for a man who's Yahweh-centered to find a modern-day female? Well, Justin, why does he go find a Yahweh-based female? Tell me where to find one. No, I'm waiting. Tell me. Okay. So, with that being said, should we be trying to make fathers great again? Or should we just be encouraging men to serve Yahweh and leave it there? I will always be in my children's life. I would definitely pay for it. I just agreed to increase my child support by $500. There's going to be a worldwide food crisis. Omicron's coming again. And I'd rather just give her more money so I know the kid's going to be fine. But I will always be there financially. I'll definitely be there mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. But should I have more children? Is that smart? Should I get married again? Is that smart? Knowing what I've been through, knowing what products that the world is creating in these new human beings called our children, knowing what the media, social media is doing to women, noticing how families are crumbling, is it smart to encourage marriage in such a faithless society? Should I encourage men of Yahweh to marry these modern women with these feminist principles and mentalities? We are at the precipice where there's a mass destruction of family. There's already been a mass destruction of faith. Now there's a mass destruction of families. People don't talk about families. People talk about individuals. I, me. So if we know that we're no longer family centered and it's individual centered, what is there an incentive? Where is the incentive for a man to be married? He's going to lose in court if she decides to leave, which she's incentivized to do so. And this is not an attack on women. This is just a practical theorizing of the state of things. I was just watching Fresh and Fit with Rollo Tomasi, and they were laying out all of the statistics about the change in America since feminism over the last 60 years. When you actually look at the cold hard facts of how feminism, liberalism, socialism has affected America or Western society over the last 60 years, it's utterly disgusting. But the trend will not decline until there's complete anarchy, and then there is an extreme amount of conservatism. Where should I be working? Should I still be trying to make fathers great again? Or should I just be speaking on just the awesomeness of Yahweh and just leave that whole father, husband, just leave that alone and just focus on men being the agent of change? Regardless if you're in a relationship, you got kids, you're married, should I just focus on men and not fatherhood and marriage and relationships? Because there are not many marriageable women, and there are not many Yahweh-based men. What does that leave us? What should we be working on? What should be the movement? Is it turn the hearts of the fathers back to the children, the hearts of the children back to the fathers? Is it for men just to stand up and recognize how awesome Yahweh is and what he wants to do for them? Is it all the above? This life is interesting. It's changing extremely fast. Curious question though. Should men be married in today's society? Women are incentivized to divorce. They can have your resources without having you. A man once told me, a millionaire, the only millionaire I had a personal relationship with, this millionaire told me, Justin, I would never get married. And I said, why? He said, I'll never get married, and I definitely never have kids. I said, why? He said, so she can divorce me and I can become a weekend dad while she lives with the next dude, and I'm paying all their bills. What if I told you I could relate?